快啲飲咗杯涼茶啦！你啊，晚晚上網玩手機，夜夜都唔瞓，一定熱氣啊！
What do you mean, Yeet?
Wow, that's an interesting topic. Hi everyone, my name is Lesley and I'm going to be the host of this brand new series that we're going to be diving into the great mysteries of traditional Chinese medicine. So there are a lot of clinics, such as this one right here, that are becoming a lot more interesting for Canadian-born Chinese like me. So now I'm here with Mr. Jireh Leung, and he is going to be answering a bunch of questions that I have about the traditional Chinese medicine. I feel like it's a lot of mysteries and there's going to be a lot to unpack, so let's just get started. First of all, what is Yeet?
I very much agree, Lesley. I love the idea that we're starting off this wonderful series with such a funny question. What is Yeet? Basically, in direct translation, Yeet is hot air. Now, hot air doesn't mean that you're getting like warm, fuzzy feelings up in your body. It's actually a description that we use to indicate that there's a pathogenic qi in your body. In this case, a heat pathogen. Now, heat pathogens do something particularly. Usually it comes out as swelling, it comes out as inflammation. When you press and touch on it, it's actually hot. And it feels like it's a burning sensation sometimes, especially when it's more severe. There's many different forms of pathogenic qi in Chinese medicine. I think the reason why we kept the word qi for so long is because it's such a good description about things that we cannot see and make sense of yet. There's damp pathogenic qi, there's wind pathogenic qi, there's summer heat, there's also phlegm, there's many different things, dryness as well. These are all some of the common pathogenic qis that we would encounter in our life.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like many of us are going to ask the same question, especially when we hear the word pathogenic qi. That sounds very mystical to me, completely arcane, and just something that I've never heard of. So is that a concept that's really hard to understand?
That's an excellent question, Lesley. Pathogenic qi is just a form of categorization, and it's not meant to be anything mystical or arcane. Actually, Chinese medicine was meant for the family. A lot of people who cook at home, they would know about the food science, about what they're eating. What is the property of the food that they're eating? When it goes into the body, it has a certain effect. And what we want to do is actually make sure that your body is continuously harmonious with each other, and especially with what you're eating, with the environment, with the different seasons. It's a food science in Chinese culture that is really about what starts at home, how you cook. If you have a problem and a symptom, how do you counter that symptom? So, it's not meant to be arcane or mystical in any way. It's actually just a simple categorization of different circumstances and situations, things that occur in your body, and how do you remedy it?
I must admit, when I hear all these words describing pathogenic qi, it sounds like a whole cultural understanding of a journey that I completely missed out on. And I often hear my parents as well as my grandparents just throw these words around here and there, and I don't know what's going on, but me and my friends just copy it and we humorously just throw it around each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like when we're out with our friends, we're eating fried chicken, and then they would look over your shoulder and say like, "Oh, aren't you afraid that's Yeet? You're gonna grow some canker sores. Oh my goodness, your lip is gonna be swollen. You're gonna turn into a different creature entirely." But actually, that's probably not the case. Most of the time, it's just simple things like that we hear from our parents, but we need to learn how to make sense of it. I think it's also our generational responsibility. For us to learn about what our parents taught us, for our grandparents, the wisdom that they passed down onto us. How do we make sense of it? What is the rationalism behind it? What is scientific about it, if in fact it is true? Otherwise, we're just learning something that can become archaic, mystical, and has no relevance to us.
Because of that, and I'm really glad you pointed that out, because that to me makes it very much more exciting for me to learn more about the medicine itself, and also to get in touch with my roots a little. I've always been interested, and now I can look at its benefits with my health, and also just to study its culture.
Excellent. I agree. I totally agree.
I'm so excited and I can't wait to learn more.
Excellent.